Dear Juwita, do you own a smelly chow chow?
You're listening to Jom Sembang Malaysia. When you say chow chow, right, I straight away think of a dog.
yeah. I think it's the way I say it. But yeah, you know the what they say?
Smelly blanket or
The
something.
smelly blanket or the smelly pillow or the smelly something, puppy dog, soft toy or whatever, that people keep from your childhood all the way to adulthood. Yeah. Do you have something like that?
That was really funny. I think I did. I think it was a small pillow. Oh my gosh, I cannot remember. It wasn't.
You got rid of it earlier in your adulthood that you don't remember. Well done.
I think it was not smelly.
Okay.
But all of us would say it wasn't smelly. It's a nice one. But I think it was a small pillow that so long ago, cannot remember.
So actually, surprisingly, this is what I found out. My brother has a stuffed toy.
Okay,
Dog.
until now.
Yeah, I think we got him the dog when he was probably 8 or 9. Just came out from the hospital or something like
Okay.
that. If I'm not wrong,
Mm.
grey colour kind of sausage dog kind of looking thing.
Ah,
And I kind of don't remember him sticking to it somehow. Okay,
all right.
like to me, none of us in the family actually have something like that.
Ah,
Okay, but when after I moved out and then he moved into my bedroom,
Ah.
and then nowadays if I visit my parents, I go to my bedroom, the dog is there. Then it's been there for the last 15 years. Then I realized that he actually did brought it through
wow.
to his adulthood because he's like 30, 31 now.
Okay.
And I thought quite interesting because it wasn't obvious enough for us to notice.
Okay. But it's
And,
not chow chow lah. It's not smelly lah.
He washes it lah.
Gross. Okay.
Yeah, he washes it lah. It looks quite clean and well taken care of. It's
Okay.
just that he has a toy that he's stuck
It's
to
a
lah.
nostalgic thing lah.
Yeah.
that he
How is it
is still
nostalgic
attached
or
to.
whatever? I'm not sure lah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I thought, quite interesting. And then I thought, okay, it's a bit good introduction to how we need to think about or see what are the things that we are attached to. Because the first thing we always talk about, you know what things we attached to is our smelly pillow or whatever lah. Okay. Which surprisingly you don't have, I also don't have lah, you know. But yeah. And why do we have certain attachment to certain items in life?
Wow.
Is what I want to talk about today lah. So I want to ask you.
Okay.
Okay, think lah. Okay, don't think about chow chow or whatever. Okay, what things in your life, if you look back now, that you think you're quite attached to?
It's strange, right? But the first thing I'm thinking of are people.
Wow, I'm impressed.
Yeah, I'm also impressed. Like, so quality one.
Yeah,
But
man.
items things
So I actually think, right, I might be quite attached to my phone.
Oh, okay.
I'm not thinking very far away.
Okay, so not in a nostalgic thing, but just attached to something.
Yeah, attachment to
you can
any
never leave it at
object.
home.
Yeah, like things that it needs to be by your side all the time. But I won't say that my attachment to my phone is extreme.
Okay.
I used to have a friend who is very extremely attached to the phone.
Okay.
In the sense that you take it from her, she will scream and shout at you and whack you and hit you up and beat you up, you know. Like she has it in her pocket all the time. Every time it buzzes or it vibrates, she will look at it. Even when she's sleeping, she'll look at it. And she'll have
When
it.
she's sleeping, she look at it.
Like, you know, if it buzzes lah, okay?
Okay.
But I get what you mean, you're laughing at,
Yeah,
okay? And she has it right next to her pillow. She cannot charge it in the next room.
Okay.
It can never be out of her sight.
Oh.
Like when she sleeps, it sticks to her pillow.
Wow.
When she's charging it, is where she can see it. It has to be within arm reach. It cannot be like charging across the room or whatever, no. And she feels very insecure the moment her phone is not within reach.
Okay. So when you said attachment to your phone.
Mine is more of like, okay lah. And there was one time I was not. I would be happy to just throw my phone somewhere because I don't have to reply messages or whatever. But lately it's because I spend a lot of time playing games on my phone.
Okay.
So I'm pretty much quite attached to it. Like, for example, if I'm not clicking on my laptop, I'm pressing on my phone. I'm even so talented that I can read and play my phone. Because phone, right, you play games, right? You play games, right? Got 30-second, 45-second ads, right?
Ads.
Oh, ads come out. Okay, let's read.
So fast or what? One paragraph you can read.
After one page, ads finish, you press.
What's the fun in that?
So I'm just getting scores, but I don't want to waste my ad time. And I don't want to see the same ad over again. So I just read lah.
Okay.
Yeah. So in that way, the last 2 months, I find myself a little bit too attached to my phone lah. Yeah. But I ought to ask, like, for example, are you attached to your phone is one thing. Second thing is, if it's not, what things, now that you have a better idea of attachment to things
Okay,
are you attached to?
So my first, that's why just now when you said attachment to a phone, I'm like, yeah, maybe I'm quite attached. But then after you describe your friend, I'm like, no, I'm not attached because I suppose everything is in the scale.
Like you're okay if you left your phone in the house for a day?
I have, not for a whole day, but the reason is I'm thinking, what if emergency? Or
Okay.
what if I need the app to something that I need. So in a sense, yeah, it's like on a needs basis. Although I have left it at home, go out for breakfast or go out for meeting. Yeah, it's in the house charging. Never mind lah, you know. If I think it's can survive lah, you know, in the next 2 hours. Nothing urgent is going to happen. But even while I'm at home, quite often, I don't even know where my phone is. Like if I'm
I know.
working,
You
right?
call her, nobody pick up.
Yes. So in that sense, then I am not attached to my phone lah. But when I'm occupied lah, so maybe no lah, I guess not lah.
So actually attachment here actually means that even if you're occupied, maybe the things with you lah. Or maybe that's too extreme. Let's talk about attachment in there's this one thing in your house that you cannot throw one.
Okay, mine
But not for practical reason. Like the thing, the object or whatever, has no valid use or practicality, but just cannot throw one.
Then got a lot of things. A lot of things.
Come share some.
No, but I want to talk first about the one that attachment to my bolster.
Okay.
It's not that something I don't wash. It is just I can change the bolster, but I must have
something
a
to hug.
bolster.
Something to hug can be a pillow or must be a bolster because of the length.
So at home, I don't think I can not have a bolster lah. At home lah. If I go travel, I don't have to bring a bolster, but I use the pillow as one of the bolsters. I rather have it hugging. I rather hug one and not. If there was only one pillow, it would double up as a hugging.
You would rather
device.
hug one than have a pillow.
It will be. I'm short, right? So I can actually from my head to
Oh my gosh! Don't imagine that, guys.
from my head to my arms, I can still fit the half body.
Okay.
From waist to head, it can fit. Yeah. So, but the thing that I am attached to is, wow, this one come out in the whole world. Or the thing that I'm attached to is the
Drum roll.
the string on the pillow, the bolster.
Okay.
It gives me comfort somehow just holding it.
Actually, I think all of us have one of those. For example, when I was much younger, say below 20, I like to play with the edge of my blanket.
Yes. Not me, but yeah, that kind of thing lah. A lot of people have something that they just hang on to.
Then I remember when I start to realize that, I start to intentionally cut off the action.
Oh.
And I didn't bring it to my adulthood.
So good.
I just, every time I feel like thinking, I just throw away or like make it uncomfortable, make it wet or something that
Why,
I don't get. Because I find that it's not something that is good to be attached to.
Okay, so at one point of my thing, I was like, this one quite embarrassing kind of thing, right? What if somebody sees you holding on to the string of your bolster? But then actually I'm not harming anybody. I'm not harming myself. Like, why does it bother you? It's just like,
it's
I
still
want
a
to
harmless
sleep
thing.
with a blanket. I like to sleep not like that lah. Like, then I'm thinking, actually,
it's okay
not,
lah.
It's not I'm sucking.
But there are
it's like wet and gross.
But there are certain action that for me triggers a certain itch. Like, but the whole body, that kind of feeling, you know?
Okay.
Playing the edge of a blanket is one.
Okay.
If you're doing it, it's okay. But if you imagine doing it,
then it becomes a bit like an addiction also lah.
Correct. So I don't like that. So like for example, my brother likes to play with his ear loop. And he does it quite regularly on a normal basis for no freaking reason, you know?
Yes.
Every time he does it, we all say him. But for me, every time he does that, I picture the fingers on a blanket edge. And it gives me the chills.
Okay, but there are people who twirl the edge of their hair also. Habitually. Would you say it's... And that one they do in public, right? It's not even...
I'm quite okay with twirling.
Okay.
I'm not okay with the rubbing ear loop.
Okay.
The other thing that makes it even worse is my father likes to order pao. Not because he likes to eat pao.
He likes to tear the thing.
Tear the skin out and he'll wrap it into a ear loop shape and he does that. Oh, my whole body, girly sudah all stand up, you know? Like, what the hell? Like it's very innocent. It's a very innocent attachment.
Yeah.
But he does it sometimes. The moment he knows there's pao, he'll buy it just to get not to eat the pao. Okay,
But
and my brother does it when you're driving, he just needs that comfort touch. I cannot.
Isn't it like, when people have the bubble wrap and then they like to pop,
Yeah.
pop, pop, pop. I think it's the brainless movement of the fingers that
Drives me nuts.
Come on lah. The fidget thing, same what?
Fidget thing, you can see the thing spinning ma. This one is, I'm talking about soft, warm things that you just rub. Okay, if those of you girly, sorry, trigger warning. I should have given you a trigger warning because I would have wanted a trigger warning if this is happening to me.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a warm, soft things that is being rubbed between two fingers.
Okay. Okay, but then if you say, I don't know, different things,
Different
trigger
attachment lah.
different things, different habits or different comfort things trigger people in different ways lah. I mean,
Correct, but I'm not saying there's wrong in having this attachment. I'm just saying, you all have attachment, but there are also people's reaction to the attachment. Is all I'm saying.
I mean,
right?
like people sit and then the leg shake is.
Okay, that's totally, we're not talking about attachment anymore.
Okay, no, but I'm saying, is
yeah.
that also a similar thing? No, I think it's supposed it.
Might be lah.
I don't know lah.
I don't know
Okay,
lah.
never mind. That was not
So
attachment.
yes, that lah. It's totally far away. But you can see how attachment affects all parts of our life, you know.
Okay.
So like for example, my friend gave me a shell. I used to collect a lot of shells. I'll buy IKEA mirrors, I buy wooden panels, and I make mirrors, vanity mirror out of it, and I sell. Okay, and I used to put a lot of shells on part of my design.
Okay.
So my friend went and eat the biggest crab she could find
Okay.
and kept the crab shell for me, the top layer, the head one.
Okay.
And until today, I still kept it even though it has no freaking reason, practical reason or whatever is there. Because it's so big, then I look at it, it's bigger than the mirror. It doesn't, I mean, it's like, it's the same size as the square mirror in IKEA lah. I used to make a mirror out of
So it's a
8
giant
squares
crab lah.
or 6 squares. Yeah, it takes up like a quarter. I just don't know what to do with it, right? I like it. It's wide, it's big, you know. But there's no reason to use it, or I can't find a way to use it that's practical, that makes it shine. So I've kept it aside. But every time I move house,
Yeah.
I bring it with me. Because I know if I leave it behind my parents, let's say I'm renting 1 year.
It'll be thrown away.
Yeah. And then, but I bring it remains in the box until it goes to the next house, in the next house, the next house.
Right.
And this hour I said, why do we have attachment to this thing that is not functional, or there is no function for it, no purpose for it?
Okay.
We don't even put it on display, and yet we bring it from one house to another house.
Okay.
Do you have such items?
Got.
Okay, come give me an example so that I don't feel like a freak.
The problem is for me, I cannot remember what it is. I know that there are things in my storeroom, even in my room, that, I've been trying to clear out. I've been trying to declutter. But when I open the box, what's this? I close like the box because I don't know what to do with it.
But I think you will have a little bit more difficulty in that area compared to us because you don't like to have waste. Like you don't, for example, like you're not like, oh, this one throw. You are more sensitive on what you throw because of the waste that lands at the landfills.
Yes and no, but this one is not because of that. This one is not because I don't think, maybe it is.
Because I find a lot of times when I'm talking to you on our other normal basis, project basis or whatever basis, you were always keeping things that you didn't want to throw because you didn't want to contribute to the waste field
but
or
it's
whatever.
contributing to the waste field in my house.
Yeah, that's one thing I want to talk about. Why is it okay that you allow it to be a landfill in your house and not in the proper landfill?
Okay, so I think it's more of sayang.
This
The
one
word is sayang. In the England, I don't think got the word sayang.
It's a nationwide problem. How I can say it's a nationwide problem? Is because if you look at every single kitchen in the country, in the household, there will be one part of the kitchen filled with Tupperwares that people don't use. Okay? Go and buy. People give you Tupperware. Susah clean. Hard clean. Put there. Hell, put there. Can become Tupperware shop really. 100 Tupperware. And turn yellow and it's still there. This is a nationwide attachment.
Okay. Okay, so for me, because my house also got a lot of Tupperware. And it's not the Tupperware brand, not the thing that's supposed to last forever one. Maybe that's why there's so many, because it lasts forever. But just the normal plastic, you tapao food and then it comes in this plastic thing. So for some reason, there is quite a stash in my house because again I don't want to throw after one time use. It's still so okay in good condition, right? So the thing that bugs me is there's already one whole stash in the house, but we are still using the one that got crack around the the side lah, or it's not smooth anymore. So that time I'm like, can we please throw this away? Then mother's like, still can use. I'm like, but why not? You know how long you take to just break this one?
I tell you, it's a nationwide attachment.
So, yeah, I don't think I necessarily have attachment to plastic in that sense. I would like to, kalau sudah yellow, let's throw. Kalau sudah stain, let's throw. Kalau sudah, because...
But in the first place, the attachment part is, why do you bother keeping it?
Because it's still in good condition, ma. I can reuse, ma. It's reuse and recycle, ma.
Our attachments to things can lead to a big hoarding problem. Like a Tupperware hoarding in the nation is a real testament.
Reuse, recycle, ma. Then this one still can reuse. So I reuse, lor.
Okay. After the break, we talk about how to manage all these attachments, lah.
Okay. Today's episode is brought to you by Joy Luck Penang. A pet-friendly place. You are welcome to bring your pets to chill out with you. Who knows, you might meet like-minded new friends who share the same passion as you while your pet makes a new friend too.
So I like one word that you were saying just now.
What, sayang ah?
Decluttering.
Decluttering.
I mean, at the end of the day, attachments has a lot to do with how we are willing to let it go. Okay, and I believe that when we have attachment to certain objects, usually related to something emotional, maybe it's a memory. Okay, like me and the crab, big crab.
Yeah.
It's because this friend was someone that I'm really fond of.
Okay.
And the fact that she thought of me, eat the crab, wash and bring back,
okay,
and dry nicely is an effort.
Yes.
For especially a friend that we only meet 2 months. Like,
okay,
we are new friends. Not like 10 years friend doing that for you, okay?
Yeah.
So then there's a certain attachment there, right? Okay, then there's so all these object that we have attachment to, there's normally comes in memory, emotional values, or the relationship that we have with the person.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So I don't know what's our relationship with plastic Tupperware. But yeah, if we don't manage all this attachment properly, it can become a hoarding issue lah. Okay, so lately, I've embarked on a decluttering journey.
Yes.
Okay, so there are a few things that I do in order for me to tackle decluttering lah.
Okay, share with us.
Okay, because like you like that, I will just say, but then it's still good what, keep lah, it's still good what, keep lah. Okay, so recently I found out that I have been using this white mug with Winnie a Pooh design.
Okay.
And it's getting a bit yellowish.
Okay.
I don't know how we wash. You wash somehow. You maybe drink tea stain because you drink whatever.
Yeah.
It's not disgusting. It's just well used.
Yeah.
But I just don't like the stain.
Okay.
So I asked myself, throw lah. Buy a new mug lah. Okay. But then I'm thinking, but it's still usable mah.
Yeah.
It took me about a month before I got rid of it. Before I first recognized I want to get rid of it and get a new mug.
Yeah.
And then realized that I should not throw things away. Like Miss Juwita here, don't fill the landfill, whatever is it. Okay, so I was aware of that. I said, okay, use first. Then after that, I started to realize it doesn't make me happy. Every time I look at it, I'm like,
I'm
but
not using
why?
this old thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I don't have to, I save money and all that, but I'm not happy. Like, it doesn't add joy to my life.
Yeah.
It just makes me go, hiya.
It's funky.
Yeah. And I realized if I hiya every time I drink, which I drink quite often at home, it's very bad for my mental health lah.
Yeah.
So I threw away lor.
Okay, but the question is, well done. The question also is, did you have other mugs in your house that are just sitting there?
I did. Okay. And they're all black with Happy Teacher's Day. I'm not a teacher. My aunt gave me a six cups and they all have Happy Teacher's Day. And I look at it and I don't like black because I drink more water and tea. I cannot see my drink in black. That's why it was the white one, and then the white one became like that.
Okay, so that comes back to the same question as I was asking just now, right? But it's still in your cupboard.
So I threw away the white one. The black one is still covered, but I bought a new one. Having said that, I think sometimes we need a reason to throw things.
Yes.
And discarding things has to be intentional lah.
Okay, but my question is, why then are the black ones still in your cupboard?
Because when I have guests, then got guest card.
Oh.
Yeah. But
got guess, are you?
I did put it in my mind. She's so bad. I did put in my mind, if I'm moving to a new place, I might discard them.
Okay.
So I find that when you have a certain excuse or reason, it's easier to discard things despite our sentiment value or sentiment emotion attached to it. For example, I'm like, you throw away, your aunt so nice, give you 6 cups so that you don't have to buy cups when you first move into the house.
Yeah.
Then you throw away, then defeat her purpose of trying to help you save money.
Yes and no.
You know?
Because your aunt was probably also decluttering. Correct or not?
Correct. So what I started doing was every 15th of the month for the last 6 months has been throw 10 things away from the house.
Okay. Was it stressful finding the 10 things? I can imagine myself stressing
The
out.
beginning, not.
Okay.
But I think what I did was when I said that, okay, let's do this, like I gave myself permission to throw.
Wow.
Like, I work very hard to give myself permission to throw things. So I would look, this pot already faded lah, want to, disintegrate lah. But you always say I can plant another last plant lah, And so I just said throw. So I started to throw things like that. So every 15th of month, I take a big black bag and I will go around the house and I say, oh, you still here? Those that don't make me happy was easier to throw.
Okay.
Those who people give one, but this one Juwita give one.
Which is
but
ugly.
you see, okay. Let's say it's a doll or a decorative item. But then collecting dust. And then actually I don't really like the decorative item. Let's say lah.
Yeah.
But then my friend give one. Okay, next. But the next one I come, it's still here. And I'm stopping at the same item twice, right? And I'm like, maybe I should get rid of it lah. Take a photo, thank you for the memory and throw. No, I passed by it. The third round, like it took a while. And when I finally got rid of it there was nothing in the house for me to get rid of already. For my 10 things of that month.
But you're saying that you were attached to it.
There is that memory. My friend gave this to me. I don't like it, but my friend gave it to me and I know it's expensive or whatever is it, but I don't like it.
There is a problem with that, right? It's like, this one somebody bought for you from some faraway land when they went traveling. They thought of you, they bought the thing for you, but it's not serving any purpose.
Correct.
Apart from my friend thought of me. And then it's a very torn feeling, right? It's like, if I throw away, it's like, but my friend thought about me, when you bought. But then if I keep it, it's taking up space that I don't really have in the house.
And especially if it's a good friend. If it's like acquaintance get me, okay, bye, throw.
Really,
I don't have that much attachment to an acquaintance. So if a makcik give me or something, I don't like it, I just throw. Okay? If someone I meet once a year give me, I just throw.
Actually, you're very good already,
But if it's a friend who I meet quite often, a bit stuck there for me lah.
Because I have things that I think I have an attachment to because it's still not thrown.
Okay.
So, the fact that it's still there must have been some attachment lah.
Correct.
I cannot even remember who gave me when and why. But I have it and I don't know, is that attachment or is that just... I don't know. Feeling it could be in better hands somewhere else.
The other thing that I did was, let's say an acquaintance give me a gift and I didn't like it. I sold it.
I think that is good lah.
So it's for me, the relationship level determines what I'm attached to in the wrong reason. It's like I try to be appreciative reason lah.
Let me tell you something I'm actually attached to and I don't think I would ever throw away. CDs.
Don't you want? I have plenty at home.
No. Especially those. So there are 3 categories of CDs in my house. So this is talking about things that I still do have CD players that work. So there's one in the living room. The car still plays CDs. That's about it lah. I have my old laptop that doesn't work anymore but got CD player inside. But so don't kira that one. Got 2 possibilities of playing CDs. Okay. And then there are 3 categories of CDs. The things that I actually like, they kept me company in long journeys, and the ones that I said, I can sing every note in the whole album. I know
sentimental,
so
memory value.
I know when this song ends, the next one is going to come in right now in that note, in that key. I can sing it to you, right? So those are, Then I've got lesser attachment, but they're good quality stuff. So somebody gave me like Christmas album, right? I don't really know it that well, but hey, it's a good album. So yeah, I'll keep it. And then there are those that
She laughing herself, you know.
I'm traveling and sometimes people pass me their CDs. I'm sorry to those people out there who have passed me your CDs. I'm not
At
talking
least
about,
she didn't throw it away.
but I never listen to them.
You still never throw it away.
And then I keep thinking I'll listen to it. Maybe there's a song in there that, because now we're reproducing and we're recreating. I mean, we're doing covers of material that maybe there is something good in there. Like that. Hey, maybe we can give that song a fresh take.
Yeah.
But I never played a CD, so
Thank God CDs are slim and thin.
But they still take up space and dust.
Yeah, they do.
So yeah, that one I feel the hardest because
It's also people's hard work.
yeah. I mean, it feels very mean to say this lah, but some things you do listen and some things is just not in your daily life to listen, which
Correct.
I even feel bad still saying it, but yeah, because I also make CDs, right? So
Okay, so back to that, whatever my friend gave me, that's good friend gave me, all right?
Yeah.
Okay. So eventually I threw it with the intention of
the shell. Oh,
the
you
shell
threw
is still
it.
there. I mean, like another thing
Or
that's
something
similar to the shell, lah. Okay.
Okay.
Similar to the shell. I need to go and find because the shell is at some corner in the box somewhere. Okay. So I did end up throwing some of this kind of things in this category with the intention or the thought that, hey, those are old memories. I need to create new ones. So how I decide is if I look at something, I like the memory of, or I appreciate the memory of my friend thinking about me, being good to me, but I can create new memories because I don't like this thing. So it's like, it still brings me a 10% unhappiness. Throw it away and create new happiness to achieve 100% happiness. I don't know. That's my rationale when I threw stuff away. But the other thing I want to talk about is like when we intentionally throw things regularly, you will find that decluttering hard things are not hard.
Okay.
So after the third month, first 2 months very easy lah. Throw lah. Plastic. Oh, okay, plastic bag. Plastic container. Then I look at it, I'm like, okay, Gina, very simple. You don't use plate after this. You use plastic container. Use, throw. Use and throw. Don't use wash and recycle. Use and throw.
Wow.
Use and throw. Use and throw until the stack is down to your favorite 5. I don't know if you have favorite Tupperwares lah, but I do lah.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm talking about the disposable kind. I like the one with black color base and salt and top because then when I put my food in, everything looks good with the black color background. I keep those. The rest I told myself, use and throw. Make salad, cut, put inside, put the sauce, shake. Wow, eat already, right? Very salady, right? Throw. So I give myself a reason to throw. Otherwise, right, it will stack up one because every time you buy food, another one will come. But what makes it easier to throw now is people who are serving us the food, they are also not giving us very good quality plastic.
True.
So I go like, oh, this one flimsy, throw.
Yeah.
You know,
Especially
so
if it's oily, right?
I only keep the really good ones, and I limit to 10.
Okay. How I help myself with that is I never allow people to give me plastic. As far as I can, when I go to a shop now, I'm like, no, you're not going to give me another one. I take from my car. Now you can use this.
And then they don't know how to give you the food because the ration of the food different.
So far now okay already. Sometimes they give you the side eye, no matter how much you still talk about don't use plastic, right?
No, they give you the side eye simply because the first day I just feel this portion is rice, this is you give him something that doesn't have the same portioning. The fellow like, hey, miss, how much is rice and noodle to charge you the same amount now?
No. This one is like quite simple one. Fried rice, they already fried the kuali, ready, they pop, put inside only, that's all. Or it's like chicken rice, they put one bowl and then they already cut that portion and then they put on top. That's all. It's like, it's a no-brainer lah. I don't have to be cantik one lah. It's not like your bento set lah. So that really helps to bring that thing down lah. I don't have to worry about.
And you guys out there,
plastic.
please share with us how you get rid of all your plastic. Anyway, so what I did was, my first few steps with attachment was I reflect on the emotions and the memory behind the thing I'm attached to. And then I decide whether it still enriches that memory. But if it's just containing it and it's slowly fading away anyway, because 10 years already, you're still using this mark, your friend will give you probably like, then I don't think there's any guilt in throwing away lah. So then I will intentionally just throw it away lah. without thinking about the landfill and everything lah. Sorry to say lah, sometimes I think we also overthink. Sorry, a lot of the eco fella out there is gonna kill me. But sometimes in our effort to be eco-friendly and all that, moving forward is fine.
Yes.
But no one ever tells us what do you do with all the things that you weren't eco-friendly 40 years ago or 30 years ago.
Because technically you're having a landfill inside your house.
Correct.
Wherever it is, it's still a landfill. It's just where only.
So so when I started my habit, so I did that intentionally, and then I just create new memories lah. That is more intangible than tangible lah. Put it that way lah. And it really helps lah. Because I think this is my 6th month, and I remember calling my friend, nothing to throw already. They said, are you sure? Wait lah, got lah, some more lah, must go and find lah,
Yeah.
But the fact that from walking around the house like, okay, this one throw, white cup, got stain, throw, to, this one throw or don't throw. And then that one decided already. Then now you go and look at things that is almost invisible to you already, Like almost invisible, like, oh, what's that book lying around?
Right. Yeah.
I will read it someday, but I never read. Then should I just donate it and get it out of my house? Like clear the landfill in the house.
Yeah, so I think, there's those levels. I think my takeaway from this, if I can find an actionable thing, is sometimes the attachment is not even emotional, like, oh, somebody thought about it, but just because somebody gave it to you.
Social responsibility.
Then because somebody gave to you, then you feel like, oh, then what do I do with it? So, right, I am going to put all those in a stack and then ask Gina, where can I discard? Even it's just going to the paper recycle, also it will just go lah.
Yeah.
It's okay lah.
So that, so like, maybe I should end this episode with this story lah. You met my friend, the crafter.
Yes.
The crafter, now she has a name. Yeah, so we were talking about decluttering and all that, right? So books is a problem. It's not like a bad problem, but you kind of want to keep the books that you like.
Yes.
The books that you don't like, you don't keep.
Yes.
But even the books that you like, how many times are you going to reread it?
True.
Right? So what she's doing is she's take books that she kind of want to discard, but don't want to discard in the, this right, because I'm a writer. She have a writer friend, right? A bit difficult to discard.
Yes.
Okay? So she take it and make craft out of it.
Yes.
So if you are a person who can recycle stuff one or upcycle stuff or whatever, it's a good way to put that into action. For example, I have a lot of blank CDs. And I haven't get rid of it because one day I said I will intentionally make a craft piece out of this, And for me, because my friend's a craft sometimes she give me the craft, 5 years later the craft's still there. Like it's the best birthday paper. She'll use the paper bag. Then she decorate the paper bag with a whole happy birthday blah blah, the she bag, and you're like, whoa, nice, right?
But, so much effort, no.
But then I cannot be using the paper bag on normal basis. Happy birthday to you. And then if I recycle it to put another people's gift, then I feel bad.
Yes.
Then I'm like stuck, right? So I put there. After 5 years, then I tell myself, not that I don't appreciate it. I appreciate 5 years already. So So I find that if you're decluttering something, first you turn your attachment to something maybe more second use, upcycle, whatever.
Okay.
So that you feel better if you don't throw away, right?
Yeah.
And from there, you still have to go through the process of disposing. At the end of the day, it cannot be a forever thing lah. It's what I'm discovering in my process of detaching from what I'm attaching. No, detaching from the useless thing I'm attaching to.
You can have forever friends, but the things your friends give you don't have to be with you forever lah. Jom Sembang Malaysia is hosted by 2 Malaysians who are passionate about Malaysian stuff. Stay tuned every week for a brand new Sembang session with Juwita Suwito and Gina Yoong. Today's episode is recorded at Studio 2105. Remember to click like and subscribe for a brand new episode next week.